This is Corey Mack with Max MMA. I'm back again with another video. Listen, y'all, Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. I want to talk about Conor just a little bit more, man, because he's been getting disrespected. He's been getting disrespected since Dana White announced the fights. Even with the odds makers, when Conor McGregor and Max Holloway was first announced by Dana White, Conor McGregor was like a plus 250, 260 underdog. It went all the way up to about a plus 400 in like a matter of minutes. For all those who don't know what that means at one point, for every $100 you put down, you could have won $400 on Conor, which is crazy, considering the fact he fighting Max Holloway, who is a stand-up fighter, who's not going to grapple with him or anything like that. That's crazy odds. And I hear a lot of people saying, oh, is Conor going to make it to the octagon? Do Conor really want to fight? Oh, is this something Conor really want to do? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and enjoy this. Because don't no fight feel like a Conor fight. Much respect to all the superstars out there, the Alex Pereiras, the John Jones, the Ilia Tuporias, all that. Come on now. Don't nothing feel like a Conor McGregor fight week. Don't nothing feel like a Conor McGregor fight. He is one of one, literally. He could be doing anything in the fucking world right now, resting on his money, but yet he's deciding to fight. So let's appreciate that for what it is. Now, Conor McGregor and Max Holloway last fought back in August of 2013. People saying, oh, is there anything we can take from that fight? Is this something we can take from that fight to where we may see? No, it ain't shit you can take from that fight. That fight was fucking 13 years ago. Them dudes didn't even reach their prime yet. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos and Conor just been getting disrespected, man. We acting like Conor is some bum, some scrub. Like, come on now, let's really dive deep into it. Yes, Conor McGregor hasn't fought in 5 years. He fought in July 2021. He fought Dustin Poirier for the third time. A fight which he was winning. He was stalling on Dustin, but Dustin started pressing him. And people seem to forget Conor McGregor is the one that initiated the clinch and initiated the takedown by going for a guillotine. He jumped for a fucking guillotine, which was his mistake, and Dustin ended up on top. Dustin ended up on top and landed some pretty good ground and pound. But they eventually end up standing back up. They exchanged a few strikes. Conor McGregor ended up breaking his leg. So for all those saying, oh, Conor McGregor would have lost anyways. If it would have went into the second round, he would have lost. Shut the fuck up. We don't know what the fuck would have happened. What crystal ball you looking through to where you can sit here and say, oh, if it would have made it to the second round, Conor McGregor would have lost. Oh, he lost the first round. So, he was definitely going to lose the second. Like, shut the fuck up. Sound like some hating shit. So let's not act like fighters don't lose the first round and come back in the second round and win. Conor McGregor had a rough first round against Chad Mendes. Some would say he lost that round. Got taken down, got hit with a little ground and pound. Conor came back in the second round and knocked Chad Mendes out. Conor McGregor in his second fight with Nate Diaz lost the third round. Looked like he was fading. Fourth round came back out, looked fresher than ever, and pieced Nate Diaz up and won that round convincingly. So stop acting like we know what would have happened in that second round against Dustin Poirier. None of us knows. Nobody would have predicted that Conor McGregor would have beat Nate Diaz in a 5-round decision. Nobody would have expected that. Nobody would have expected Conor McGregor to come out and knock Jose Aldo out in seconds. Nobody would have predicted that. Nobody. So let's really get down to the details of Conor last couple of fights. Because a lot of people like to say, oh, Conor hasn't, he hasn't fought in this long. And Conor hasn't won a fight in this long. He hasn't won a fight since Cowboy. Yeah, you're right. But Conor comes off of layoffs and consistently fights the best fighters available. He took a 2-year layoff and fought Khabib Nurmagomedov. And in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, they would tell you Conor put up the best fight against Khabib Nurmagomedov. And no, this ain't no participation trophy. I'm not handing that shit out. But let's be real. Conor fought a much better fight than Gaethje did against Khabib. Conor fought a much better fight than Dustin Poirier did against Khabib. Conor showed way more resistance. Both those guys got finished in the second and third rounds. Conor didn't get finished until the fourth round and even took a round off of Khabib. He even won a round against Khabib. He fought better. And like I said, we're not going to even get on Pete Conor because Pete Conor beat everybody maybe outside of Khabib. Javier Mendez, who is the head coach for Khabib Nurmagomedov, even said before fighting Conor, and even after, he said Conor was the most dangerous. Conor is the most dangerous fighter Khabib could face at 155. That was a fact because even he knew the type of skill that Conor McGregor possesses. But let's go through the last couple of Conor McGregor fights. He fought Khabib, arguably the number one pound for pound fighter at the time, off a 2-year layoff. Then he was off about another year and some change, came back and fought Cowboy. Knocked him out in the first round. Took another year and some change off, came back and fought Dustin. Was piecing Dustin up. Almost had Dustin out of there quite a few times. But then eventually the calf kicks had caught up to him. That was a result of, not being in the sport like that. and not really knowing about the calf kicks as much. Those came back and bit him in the ass. But make no mistake about it, he was lighting Dustin Poirier the fuck up before those calf kicks, took a toll on him, and he eventually got finished in the second round. Came back the third fight. Let's talk about how much of a G he is. Came back the third fight 6 months later and with a fractured leg, with a fractured lower leg. He shouldn't have fought this fight, to be honest. But he came back and ended up breaking his fibula or tibula or whatever he broke. But it was a pretty bad break. And then that goes into my argument that I was just saying. Nobody knows what would have happened in the second round. But let's talk about Max Holloway. Max Holloway last fight, he fought Charles Oliveira. How the fuck you been in the sport this long, been as consistent as Max Holloway has been, and go out against Charles Oliveira, who ain't even known as the best wrestler, and just get fucking ragged out the whole fight? I ain't never ever, we can say what we want about Conor McGregor, because everybody want to talk about how, this might be a bad night for Conor. Max gonna go out there and do this to Conor, gonna do that. Shut the fuck up. We ain't never seen Conor McGregor just go out there and just get his ass whooped round after round and get whooped on from pillar to post. Even with the Khabib fight, he did a great job in the first round of minimizing the damage. Second round, he lost, absolutely. And then third round came back and showed his heart and won the third round and was piecing Khabib up on the feet. And even in the fourth round, he was doing well and then eventually ended up getting choked out. But let's not act like Conor just go into fights and just getting his ass whooped. We've seen that from Max Holloway, though. Just in his last fight, got ragged out by Charles Oliveira for the whole fucking fight. Let's not forget, Max Holloway is the same guy that lost 3 fights to the same guy and Alex Volkanovski, and we ain't gonna even get on that third fight. That was one of the most brutal ass whoopings I've ever seen out of a superstar. Max Holloway got his ass whooped from start literally to finish. I'm surprised he even, that fight took years off his life. Max got fucking beat up. I've never seen Conor McGregor get beat up like that. You would never see Conor McGregor get beat up like that, ever. I've never seen it. One thing about Conor McGregor, win, lose, or draw, he's going to have some moments. He's going to piece guys up at some point, win, lose, or draw. And I could promise you, with this fight against Max Holloway doesn't have knockout power. Max Holloway, he ain't scared of Max Holloway power. Max Holloway is a volume guy. I can promise you now, Conor McGregor is going to come out in them first 2 rounds and he going to be lighting Max Holloway the fuck up. I promise you. He's going to step forward. He going to push the pace right away and he's going to put paws. He going to put hands on Max Holloway. I promise you. And only if Max Holloway can withstand them first 2 rounds is where his chances of winning that fight goes up pretty good, because Conor McGregor is not necessarily known for his finishing ability past the second round. But make no mistake about it, I wouldn't rule that out. Because if he going to bust up Max Holloway them first 2 rounds like I think, Max Holloway, he ain't going to even get past the second round. If he do, he ain't going to be no good. Kind of like how he was in a Volkanovski fight where he just took an ass whooping, okay? Now, make no mistake about it, Max Holloway can win this fight. I'm not going to disrespect him and say he's not going to win this fight. But let's remember, Max Holloway chin is looking a little diminished. Don't hold up the way he used to, I don't think. When he fought Justin Gaethje, I believe he got dropped. I don't know if they counted it, but I believe Max Holloway got dropped. Then he went into that fight against Ilia Topuria and got knocked the fuck out in the third round, as I predicted. He got knocked out. He ended up fighting Dustin Poirier, and he ended up getting dropped by Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier is not known for his power. Dustin Poirier is known for his volume. And Dustin Poirier, if you go to that second fight, this is how you know Max chin is kind of diminished a little bit. If you look at the fight with Dustin Poirier, their second fight, Dustin Poirier hit him with way more lethal shit than he did in the third fight, yet Max got dropped in the third fight. Not even the second fight. And like I said, not to mention the fight before that or 2, he got knocked out by Ilia. So, man, listen, this is going to be a good fight. But for people to count out Conor, you crazy. You crazy, man. We got to give him his respect. And like I said, it's certain things Conor bring to the table that is going to be an issue for Max. It's going to be an issue for Max. I'm telling you now, Conor McGregor is going to come out them first 2 rounds, and Max Holloway is going to have to take all his heart, everything he got in him to survive them 2 rounds. Because I promise you, Conor McGregor is going to come out and he's going to be clicking on all cylinders. I truly believe that. And like I said, after that second round, if Max Holloway makes it out, that's where a lot of questions is going to get answered. That's where the fight is going to be won or lost. Again, if Max Holloway can make it out. So I just don't want us or nobody to be disrespecting Conor McGregor and just acting like Max is just finna go in there and just whoop on Conor. We ain't never seen Conor McGregor go into the fight and just get whooped on the whole fight. We ain't never even seen that shit. We've never seen it, but we've seen Max go in there and get his ass whooped the whole fight. We've seen that a few times. So listen, man, it's going to be an exciting fight. As news come out about this fight and as we go forward, I'm definitely going to be dropping more videos about it. So if you like this video or like any other videos, please like, please subscribe. I do this for y'all. The more subscribers, the better. And also comment and let me know what y'all think as well. Like I said, more videos will be dropping soon. So stay tuned. This is Corey Mack with Max Show MMA. Peace.